Well, Mark, you hit a big shot with about 30-some seconds left, and then you had a pretty good look, it looked like, for that last shot. Can you take me through what you were seeing?
Coach just said, usually Trey's our go-to guy, so, we was going to either look to give it to him at the end or give it to me so we can get ahead of steam. Get to the rim and make a play. Fortunately, I didn't make that shot, but the goal was to, get to the rim and make a good play.
Did it feel good leaving your hand? Did it,
Yeah, it did. I tried to create some contact.
Yeah.
I came down. I thought he didn't let me get a chance to come down, but I can't blame anything on the ref. So, but when it came off my hand, it felt good.
Just overall, the game, I think they shot a really good percentage. It's been kind of a problem sometimes, your teams being able to get off like that.
It's just tough. I mean, defense is something we've been, I want to say, struggling with for a little bit now. I know our defensive rating in the league is not very good, but I think we showed some improvement today, especially in the second half. And at the end of the day, I know the result isn't what we wanted, but I think we saw some improvements today, especially with defense, and I think that we got something to look forward to, especially going on next week's road trip.
So just so I'm clear, Amari, so Coach Nagy's at that timeout with 12 seconds left, he's setting something up for Trey or you, depending on the defense?
Yeah, depending on the defense. Coach called it out. They put two guys on Trey, and that left me with one guy on me, and then my job was to go downhill and try to make a play.
I know it's, in a losing cause, but that's your third straight double-double. It seems like you're really coming on here, Brandon.
Yeah, just trying to be the best rebounder I can is something that I think I can help the team by doing, and so I made a really strong effort lately to try and do that and help our team out in that way. And points, my points can just come. I'm not trying to force them. I'm trying to let them come to me naturally. And a lot of times I was fouling underneath the zone today. A lot of assists, I'm sure, were going my way from other guys. So shout out to them for getting some good passes to me.
If I could ask a question off the game, Amari, going back to Green Bay for the first time to play, I believe, right?
Yeah.
What do you think that'll be like for you going to that gym that you spent 2 years in?
Oh yeah, it'll be a good experience. I'm with Wright State now, so that's just the other green team right now. So I'm looking forward to going back there and playing against them.
Any buddies, teammates still there?
Nope, they all gone.
They're all gone.
Yeah,
Wow.
whole new
They
team.
clean
over there.
house, huh?
Yep.
Gee whiz. Well, you're in a good situation now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Get over the hump, Scott, and get control of that game.
Yeah, I'm not sure either team had it, really.
Yeah.
Second half was just back and forth. Probably the thing I'm most pleased with, one, we're rebounding the ball. We're going inside and playing well in there. And then when I look at the Detroit game and this game, we've gotten better in the second half defensively. Our points per possession, and that's been a big problem for us. It's been a big problem, and so those are the positive points for me. We did everything we wanted to do. We had the right defense in there late in the game, and the kid just hit a big shot, and the kids are hurt and all that stuff, but if one of their shots doesn't go in and one of ours goes in, the game was played exactly the same way. And so if I'm going to tell our guys they did a great, had we won, that they played with the kind of heart that we want, then I got to be able to tell them that when we don't win. And that's how I felt. Like, I really do feel like at this point we have our kids' hearts. I don't know what that will lead to, but, we love our kids, and, games like this really hurt. And there's a lot of basketball left to play. You have to be able to put it behind you pretty quickly, and that's where I think our older kids are going to have to help us.
Talking to Amari, the last sequence could have gone to Trey, but maybe it was double teamed.
Well, they were double teaming him,
Yeah.
which is like, we're throwing into one of you two and
Okay.
get it, and let's go after him. And that could be where they help in, you kick, or let's go after it and attack them because they can't foul us, and so we got to 8 feet and got the shot, it just doesn't go in, and we tapped it around. I'm saying we were there, all that stuff was there. And, against their zone, it's not like you can really draw something up there. You got to have guys that can just play with the ball in their hands and go make a play.
Yeah.
Coach, you guys went 4 for 9 from the line today.
Yeah, in the first half, the 2 for 5, we gave away 2 front ends of 1-and-1s, and we missed another and one. We basically gave away 5 points in the first half, but probably more than that were the turnovers. The turnovers in the first half really hurt us. They had 13 points off those in the first half. I would say if anything, that's probably what beat us were the first half turnovers, because we only turned over 4 times in the second half. So we took better care of the ball. I thought, our young big kids inside played great and gave us everything we needed and fought. And so, proud of the kids. But these things hurt. And if they didn't hurt, there'd be something wrong with you.
I think that's how much you've been able to play your 2 bigs in quite a while together. I don't know what the difference was, but
Yeah, I'm trying to just look at the minutes, how much we actually played them together. There wasn't really any thought of, we need to play those guys together. I think some of it just really comes down to whether, who we can match up to defensively.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but when they're both playing well, you play them.
Speaking on the big men down low, Noel now with his 3rd consecutive double-double. What have you seen from him from the start of the season up to this point? And
He's starting to be more confident, believe in himself. That's probably the biggest hurdle he needed to get over was, he was a little unsure of himself. Sometimes you have kids that think they're way better than they are, and that can be frustrating. And Brandon's way better than he thinks he is, and that can be frustrating. But he's starting, I think he's really, like the light is turning on for him. He's starting to see, just how big a factor he can be for us.
were they doing anything special with Trey to kind of take him out?
Oh yeah, he almost saw 2 bodies the whole night, and
Okay.
he's got to be able to move past that and get over that frustration. And then if he's going to draw 2 bodies, then he needs to find people and get them open. I mean, we shot 46%. We did fine offensively. Again, we give up 50% shooting, which is a frustration. We kept him off the free throw line, which we wanted to do. Moore's was shooting 10 free throws a game coming into this game, and so I thought we did a nice job of keeping him off the free throw line. But if we're gonna make that step, our defense has got to get better. Can't just continue to give up 50% shooting.
I was looking at the last 4 games or so, teams that shot it pretty well against you.
Yeah, I mean it's been a big problem, but I do think one of the things we've really struggled with is the second halves, and those have gotten better for us. So even though I don't like where it is, I think it's moving in the right direction. And as a coach, that's about what I can ask.
you guys are hitting the road this upcoming week for 2 matches before coming home for the next 4. What is something you want to see from your team on the road this week to help lead to another good run in the
I
conference?
mean, it's no different than playing home games, but losing 3 home games, we're gonna have to be really special on the road from here on out to make up for some of those. And it's not easy. Some of the places you go, it's not great atmospheres. It can lull you to sleep. You don't get real fired up, and so we're gonna have to fight all of that. We're gonna have to be just a highly desperate team, and hopefully we'll see that.